One struggle, one fight.
Human freedom, animal rights.
One struggle, one fight.
Human freedom, animal rights.
One struggle, one fight.
Human freedom, animal rights.
Over 7,000 strong worldwide in 41 cities and 17 countries, because we are all Earthlings, humans, birds, fish and cow, admired wonderful creatures on Earth. We all feel pain and suffering, and we all want to live. But we humans have been made blind to the violence we have inflicted upon our fellow Earthlings in the name of food, clothing, entertainment, research, and even as pets. I didn't know that before myself. I was just like you folks walking on the street, listening now. I was brought up eating meat, wearing leather, go to SeaWorld. I was only made aware of the full extent of this violence and suffering just a few years ago. But increasingly, people all over the world, like me, are becoming aware that all Earthlings deserve their own lives, free of the suffering we have inflicted upon them. Just look into their eyes. More and more scientific studies nowadays also show that animals are intelligent, communicative, even altruistic, and empathetic to others' suffering. I have seen on YouTube that scientists have taught pigs to play video games, which is something that even dogs cannot do. And a pig has saved a little boy from drowning. Some species of birds name their young before they are hatched, and let mice cared when their friends were tortured during testing. We share 98% of our genes with mice and 85% with fish. Every year, more than 10 million rats and mice are tortured and killed. And those intelligent and caring pigs are put in cages in factory farms. Cages so small that they couldn't even turn. So small they couldn't even turn. About 5 billion animals are killed for food every week worldwide. Think about it. We have 7 billion people on Earth. Only 7 billion. 5 billion is a lot of animals killed every week just for food. Why is it so difficult for us to understand that our fellow Earthlings can also feel pain and suffering, are meant to take care of their own young, have their own lives on Earth? They are not meant to be enslaved in horrific conditions and die terrifying deaths. We Earthlings need to open our eyes. That there is tremendous violence inherent in animal foods, clothing, testing, and entertainment. For me, watching the documentary Earthlings on YouTube really opened my eyes. There is unimaginable violence behind the meat and dairy on our grocery store shelves. Fact is that we don't need meat and dairy for nutrients. I am now a vegan, and I feel better than ever. Many people also do not know that there is plenty of scientific research, studies showing that meat and dairy cause cancer, heart disease, arthritis, etc., etc. Watch the documentary Forks Over Knives. We humans need to open our eyes. We have been lied to and manipulated that we need meat, we need dairy, that's what they said. That we need leather and fur, that our military need to saw off like goat's leg with a tree trimmer for practice. We need none of that. Albert Einstein said this: our task must be to free ourselves by widening our circle of compassion, to embrace all living creatures and the whole of nature and its beauty. Leo Tolstoy, who wrote War and Peace, said this: as long as there are slaughterhouses, there will always be battlefields. We study the works of these visionaries at schools because they were right. They had a deep understanding in their field. They were ahead of the times, and they're all saying the same thing. Albert Einstein and Leo Tolstoy were naturally vegetarians or even vegans, and they're not alone. Benjamin Franklin, Isaac Newton, Voltaire, David Thoreau, Leonardo da Vinci, the list go on. All visionaries, all geniuses, all vegetarians. Maybe we need to open our eyes to what they saw. Today we will open our eyes to the fact that we Earthlings share one planet, we share many genes, we Earthlings are all cousins. And we are united against violence done to our fellow Earthlings. We come together today, over 7,000 strong worldwide, in 41 cities and 17 countries. We unite against this violence, not as a member of any particular organization, not even as the human species, but first and foremost, as Earthlings. We are Earthlings. We are no longer blind to injustice. We want animal rights now. We want animal liberation now. What do we want?
Animal liberation.
When do we want it? Now! Today, we are going to march for the animals. Please join us.